I guess this is a story of a hat. Putting it on always felt heavy. Too heavy for my shoulders to bear.
In the last episode, we had finally found the perfect material, natural 100% Uzbek silk that we wanted to use in our Doppi. Now we just have to find the right Doppi masters to make them. Through this project, we wanted to show 3 different styles of hats, which represented 3 different regions. We were using the Uyghur Doppa, we were using the royal Samarkand Doppi, and the ancient and historical Bukhara style of hats. The first hat we were looking for was arguably the most important. It was the hat Subhi grew up with as a child. It was the reason we were here. We had to get this one perfect. Now, we were still in Margilan, and we were 3-4 days on our trip, and then suddenly this woman says to us that she could make this hat for us. And of course, we were like super excited. We could not believe our luck.
Done!
I'm buzzing, mate.
We're so happy, you don't understand.
I was super excited.
We rushed straight in. We asked her to make us some samples, poured some money into it, and then when the samples came back, we were really disappointed. They were not what we were expecting. It wasn't the quality we had hoped for. She was using artificial silk. In our rush and excitement, we had committed to a relationship that wasn't quite what we were expecting, and it was a total failure. And now we're a few days in and we're starting to feel a bit anxious, and the only thing we could do was keep positive and start looking for the second type of hats. And the only reference we had for this hat was an 100-year-old antique hat that we had found. And in this hat, we projected literally all of our hope and aspirations because we could not afford another failure. Now, there's a big difference between this handicraft or this handmade hats, which are intricate in design, and the ones which are cheaper to make, which are less intricate designs and have less good materials and usually are machine made. Now, it's difficult because they're saying that hats like this are made less often and are very difficult to find because there's not enough customers for it. They're either too expensive, so there's no demand for it, so people don't make them anymore. Now, part of the reason we're here is to make sure like art and crafts like this don't die out, and then there's a consumer market for it because these are beautiful. This is how it's traditionally made in the houses, and it's how it should be done. Not these kind of cheap replicas which people come and buy and then throw away. These are the ones with meaning. These are the ones connected with families. These are the ones we're trying to keep alive. So he proposes this idea.
Mm-hmm.
Does it sound like crazy? Are you like, what the flip?
Yeah. So when he first proposed the idea of going to Uzbekistan on this Doppa chasing journey, I was just like, seriously? So apparently this is like the place where they make all the Doppa in just.
Not quite what we wanted.
We probably have to go somewhere else to find what we look like.
Stay positive.
Before going to Uzbekistan, we had no idea what to expect. We didn't have a proper plan. We just kind of thought maybe we'll turn up, find a bazaar, find some awesome hats and take them home with us. But we really had no idea where it would go or how it would even turn out.
Yo, okay, slight tangent to the best samsa spot in town, and we love samsa.
Probably the best samsa I've ever had.
Better than your samsa?
No.
Maybe fried?
Knockout. Keep bringing it to me.
We searched everywhere. We literally traveled the whole country, going from bazaar to bazaar.
Why is this one like? Why is this one like?
For shops, it's high price. Yeah.
And the more we got around, people are starting to talk about us, about these 2 foreigners who had been looking for traditional Doppi and natural silk.
People just aren't buying these. Instead, they'd rather have like the cheaper version.
Failure after failure, door closed after door closed. Boy, did we fail.
I'm feeling a bit frustrated.
And then all of a sudden, failure had become our greatest teacher. We were getting better, we were getting smarter, more confident, and it started to feel like we were getting closer and closer.
So it takes 15 days to make something like this.
Okay.
Color, not this kind of color, because it's old color.
Like if we can work together, we would help come up with solutions so that she can do it. Because if Uzbekistan loses this part of culture, like that's very sad.
What we can do is keep providing orders. And that way, they're not staying here, they're being sold.
Online to everyone in the world.
We're being told this style is dead. I don't want to give up.
But I like green color.
Beautiful place.
How do you feel about that?
So we were at the bar at Shah-i-zinda.
That's at the bar.
Did I say bar?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Not at the bar, guys. We were at the bazaar. At the masjid, by the way, which we're sitting in front of.
Oh my god, it's so bad. No, we were at the bazaar at Shah-i-zinda at the mosque, and we started chatting to some vendors. Problem is that they were saying that hats like this that I'm wearing right now, people aren't making them anymore because there's no demand for it. That's exactly why we're here. So we have to figure out. So challenge number one is, how do we find the people who are making them, and is it possible to still make the hats like this? Because this is the kind of quality we want. This is the kind of handicraft we want to support.
Yeah.
Feeling a bit down.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. My name is Dennis. Welcome to Samarkand. Hello. Welcome. Okay. Subhi. Okay. So
Why is it Subhi not Nadir?
Because I'm the boss.
let me help you.
Soapy's name, not my one. Yeah, it doesn't bother me. Yo guys, we're here at the factory because we're trying to, one, learn about the process, two, secure the deal that we want for the hats, and three, just to learn more about the traditions in general.
Man Choriyeva Gulnoraman, Shahrizab shahrida tug'ilganman. Keyin 90-yil, 91-yil zavod fabrikalar yopildi. Mustaqillik nimasi bilanda keyin man uyda kichkinagina sex ochdim. Qizlarni chaqirib, jalb qilib, keyin mana shu qo'l ishlarni tikib.
I feel super excited to see this in process.
Yeah, it's really freaking cool.
Like I never imagined I would end up somewhere like this.
Yeah.
Biza mana shu Shahrizab oldin faqat mana shu pilla ipakka tikilgan, naturalniy ipakka tikilgan natural silk. Hozir Xitoydan nima kirib kelyapti? Sintetika. Sintetika, viskoza, ular arzon. Arzonda va sotish ham tez sotiladi. Mana pilla ipak qimmatroq, sotilishi qiyinroq. Shuning uchun hamma arzon ipakka o'sha bizga ta'sir qilyapti. Agar o'sha arzon ipak bizga kirib kelmasa, biz ham mana shu ipakka tikaverardik. Qimmat bo'lsa ham sotaverardik.
So this is the silk,
Yeah.
and this is the synthetic.
Okay, so synthetic.
Yeah.
It's real silk. You
And
can
when you
tell
touch it,
yeah, so much softer.
yeah,
This is harsher.
it's yeah.
Also, the color is a lot more. It just looks fake.
It just looks like
Yeah.
yeah. Look, so this silk is sourced from Fergana Valley.
where they pulled the silk from the cocoons and dye it there.
Where we went before.
Yeah, we went before. Yeah.
Qimmat.
So the difference in price is this one for 1 kilo is
$5.
$5. 1 kilo, $100. So this is the natural silk,
Yeah.
this one, and this is like the synthetic. You can see it's a massive difference.
So this meeting took some effort to make happen, but also it was very fortunate in that it did happen. So being here and kind of like finalizing the designs and seeing how it's made kind of confirms like the ethical process behind it, who's actually making it, is it by hand, and the materials. And so we're very excited to see the whole process, but seeing everything come together, like the different patterns of potentially what might turn into hats, is really exciting.
Hamda mana hozir bizning nusxamiz bu shop qilich. Shop qilich bu ham juda ham qadimki nusxa, bir asrdan ko'p. Даже muzeyda ham bu nusxalar turibdi. Choponi bor. Amir Temur choponi bo'lgan, nimalar bo'lgan. Kelgan, shu nusxadan. Chunki bu nusxa ko'zdan saqlaydi deydi. Ko'z bor narsa, ko'z tegsa odam kasal bo'ladi, yo ishi yurishmaydi. Yo biznesi kapot bo'ladi. Shuning uchun shu ko'zdan asrash uchun yo qalfoq. Bu sanama. Bu sanab tikiladi. Shuning uchun har bir xil razmer chiqadi, gullari bir xil chiqadi. Va bu chizma. Mana bu nima zomburiya deydi.
Zomburiya.
O'sha zombirda uyachalar bor. Bu barakali, juda ham barakali zombir o'zi, asal o'zi foydali juda ham.
Oh wow, it's so beautiful.
This is natural silk.
Yeah, this is all
This
natural
is beautiful.
silk. This is stunning.
Love this one. This is very nice.
Like seriously guys, look at that and that. It's like night and day. This is beautiful. So let's compare these two. You can see the difference in the colors.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the sun, and this is like the opening of the sun. Yes. I like that it's like the sunrise, right? Which has a relation to my name. So
Wait, Subhi means sunrise?
kind of cool. In Uyghur it means sunrise. In Arabic it means my morning. So there's still a connection there.
Oh man, now we're gonna have to get this one.
Yes, it's gonna happen, guys.
O'zim qiziqaman. Shu qadimki momolarimiz qanday tikkan bo'lsa, o'shani saqlab qolish kerak. Nusxa, to'pchin nusxa, juda ham nusxalarimiz ko'p. O'shalarni saqlab qolish kerak-da, zat nevaralarimizga o'rgatishimiz kerak. Chunki ularga yana kelajak avlodga mana shu yetib borsin. U yetib borish kerak ular baribir-da. Saqlab qolish. Mana sizlar juda ham qiziqibsizlar, biz xursandmiz. Endi qadimki nusxani shu Avstraliya degan joydan oqtarib kelibsizlar. Biz juda ham xursandmiz. Qonda bo'lsa qilaver ekan. Shu avlodma-avlod o'tib ketaveradi.
I told her to use like the offcuts of the fabric as well.
And that way none of it's going to waste, right?
Yeah, ideally.
What we're doing now is just confirming the quantities, sizes, patterns, and I think Subhi and I have decided which ones we want. So now we just have to negotiate the price, and it's about getting it as low as possible, but also as beneficial for the workers here. So finding the right compromise between supporting the industry, but also low enough cost price for us to be able to redistribute and sell, which is challenging. And yeah, we'll figure it out. Good. Wish us luck. Great. Oscar, can we shake on it? Can we hug on it? Thank you.
Thank you. Choychamiz yana.
Amazing. Good job, son.
Yes, awesome.
I can't stress to you how much Gulnara was literally an angel sent from above. She had single-handedly saved our project. Not only because of how talented she is, but also because she got the culture, she got the ethics, she got the vision of what we were trying to do, and that was so massively important for us. Gulnara even was capable of designing and producing our Uyghur Doppi, our first design of Doppi. And the samples she came out with were phenomenal, beautiful, exactly what we had hoped for. So now, through Gulnara, we had 2 of our 3 hats, and the project suddenly was in full flow.
Yo, sizlar men birinchi ko'rganimga men 30 yildan beri ishlayman. O'sha kim oladi, kim prosta so'rab ketadi, o'shani bilaman-da. Lekin sizlarni ko'rib, men aytdim, bular juda ham qiziqqan. Именно sizlar buni ishlayapsizlar, sintetikani ishlayapsizlar, pillarni ishlayapsizlar. значит sizlar уже tushunasizlar bu narsani. Tushungan odam, bizning mehnatimizni tushungan odam shu narsaga qo'l uradida, bo'lmasa qiyin.
Subhi and I really have become fondly attached to this factory because it's a community of women, but just the whole vibe about it. I think that's why we feel so attached to it, because it's actual real people within this village who come here, who work together and create some really beautiful stuff. So as you can tell from the smile on my face, we just secured deal number 2. How are you feeling?
So excited. You get a sense for the community they've really built around this, and it is really about supporting the livelihood of all these women and their families.
100%. And Gulnara herself, the woman who's in charge, is an incredibly motherly, she's also very stoic, but also powerful boss. Yeah.
She has a great energy.
Wearing a high smile, face cheek to cheek. But yeah, God is good. We're very happy. Very, 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 very happy.
Subhi and I couldn't quite believe what was happening. All a bit crazy, these remote places, these incredible people, this Doppi relationship with Gulnara that we had was all really surreal. We were just like 2 idiots.
Oh my god, I didn't know who I was before this trip, but now I do. And then I went to say it contemporary dance.
After some time to kind of wind down, I thought this whole trip would be comforting for Subhi, but I can't help think that maybe I was wrong. A lot of children of diaspora and migrants, once they acknowledge the sacrifice that has been made for them to be where they are, they start to feel an inherent guilt or a weight that looms over their shoulder. And as you begin to learn more about this sacrifice and learn more about the culture, learn more about the heritage, you see how much you maybe took for granted, and this weight gets heavier and heavier.
I feel a bit emotional, not feeling like Uzbek enough or anything like that.
So what happens is subconsciously, maybe we push away our culture at arm's length, so we don't have to be confronted by how little we know about who we are.
What was it like before, and what does that mean? So just trying to figure out what kind of bearing that has for me now, moving forward. I'm not sure yet.
What this does, it creates a disconnect between you and your culture. And this disconnect is only worse if you come from persecuted and oppressed people. Subhi is Uyghur, and she had to grow up seeing people being forced into concentration camps and severe breaches of human rights. Of course this is going to create a dynamic.
One of the most beautiful places you've seen?
One of the most beautiful places in the world.
Do you have an added sense of connection to it because culturally this is where your ancestral roots are?
Yeah, I feel like I have a claim to it.
And I could feel from her, the more and more we're learning and experiencing, I started to feel a bit of a resistance, a subconscious pushback. I don't know, I guess initially I thought coming on this trip and learning about your identity and your heritage would help ease that burden, but maybe it doesn't for everyone. Gulnara said the heritage is imprinted in your DNA, and I just kind of hope throughout the rest of the trip we can figure out just how and what that means to us.